Quick video on addressing a lid lock issue on a top open washer dryer, GE, Whirlpool. They all use a lot of similar parts and a lot of the same thing. This is a combination unit, but if you're turning it on and your lid lock light is flashing red, you either have a problem with your sensor or the lid lock itself. Sometimes they get locked open, sometimes they get locked closed. I'm going to show you how to release it if it's locked, and I'm going to show you how to address the codes, and I'm going to put the part number for the lid lock and the sensor down in the video description below. So make sure you use my link so I get the VIG. So if you cannot open the door and you know you have a lid lock issue, I'm going to go that way first because there's not that much information on these units on YouTube. So using a putty knife, you're going to put it right here. You see how there's a hole and a tab. You're going to do that on both sides. The front will pop open. You can see right under here your lid lock, and if it is locked and you're trying to access the machine, there's no handy little pull tab, there's nothing once it's locked. It'll lock down into that position. When it's on, it'll lock like that, and it will not release by itself. There's no diagnostic mode to actuate the lid lock. You can only test the sensor itself. So if it is locked, you're going to need to stick a pick or a sharp object up into this slot in the front. You're going to actuate a lever backwards. It will actually be forward, and you will just push it that way and it will release the lock mechanism. You can then, using your finger or from above, you can then push it forward. It will unlock. The other way to do it is to actually unscrew the lid lock using those two screws. Take it out and you will have better access to this slot right here. If you need to test your lid lock on these models, don't follow the instructions in here, and most of the instructions online, they are kind of misleading. What you actually need to do is hold your start button. Keep holding it. You're going to rotate the knob 180 degrees. Continue to hold it longer than 10 seconds, longer than you think. Keep holding it, keep holding it. Nothing will happen. You'll think nothing is happening. Count to 10. Release. Wait again. Now it's in diagnostic mode. The instructions make it sound like all you have to do is hold it, turn it 180 and let it go. That's not true. You don't have to hold both buttons, just the start button, and you need the whole process of holding the button. You need at least 20 seconds. Once you're in diagnostic mode, if you want to go into error checking mode, this is lid lock mode. If you want to check your lid lock, press start there. That's fill mode. Sorry, I did this last night. The manual will tell you all of these things. But to access fault codes, you're going to go to bottom light on mode. This is error code mode at the off position. Pressing start will display a series of flashes. Those flashes correspond to your errors here. Pressing start again goes to the next error code. Next error code. First error code. Okay, that's error codes. To clear the error codes, you're going to go to all lights on the bottom. Clear error codes at speed wash. Pressing start will clear your codes. Codes are clear. That will do a major reset. If you're having an issues where it's just not turning on, it's just doing something weird, check my other video. If it's like not turning it on at all, it's a power with your plug switch. But to test the lid lock, you're going to set it to second and third on. Bulky items will test your lid lock. So here we hit start. Flashing red means the lid is open. Flashing green, spin, means the lid is closed. It does not actually test your actuator. It does not test that. All it tests is the magnetic sensor with this magnet right here. I've got an issue with the lid lock itself. The symptoms are hold start to get out of diagnostic mode. We'll return to off. We'll come to drain and spin, and I'll show you what it's doing. It'll try to actuate the lid lock. You can hear it clicking, clicking, clicking. So it's not able to engage the clasp that actually locks the lid. So in this instance, I have to remove these two screws, take the lid lock out, see if there's a mechanical issue with it. But I have already ordered the replacement lid lock. You can get them on Amazon for about $25. And again, the links for the lid lock and the sensor are in the video description below. And if you are playing around with it and get it locked like I did, and it won't unlock, you can also use a magnet right here to engage the sensor. It's just a Hall effect IC, Hall effect mechanical switch. If you've got it locked and you're trying to get it to release when the lid is open, just put a magnet on there, or use the slot in the bottom like I said. So like, subscribe, and use my link.